Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Bokutachi wa Benkyou ga Dekinai. And last episode, Ogata, when she went to go deliver some food, found that Yuiga was in Sensei's apartment. So, bit of a surprise, I would imagine, didn't take that particularly well. But the point of the scene was to kind of show Ogata what a warm, kind, and caring teacher, that person, really, that she was. So, I think we did a pretty good job on that front. We had some bumps along the way, but I think it was a productive adventure overall. Also, Yuiga got to do what is possibly the best part-time job ever. Much fun was had there. Also, a scene involving Ogata, so she just has a way of making scenes more interesting, doesn't she? And also, we found out that God is dead, apparently. So, some words of wisdom from Furuhashi. So, that's where we left off on. We should be getting our new girl finally this episode, if I remember the preview from last episode correctly. So, that's the case, that is something to look forward to. So let's get into it and see about that. So 3, 2, 1, play. Not fun. Not fun at all. I kind of prefer the other things that you mentioned. How lucky. Everyone has their priorities, and there, I think we have our new girl. Well. Oh, come on, you again. Don't be this way. Uh, she's probably not as young as she looks. Are you lost? Are you a lost child? I don't think she's amused by this. You would be right. Yeah, seriously. Wow, okay, it's a little bit older than I thought. Definitely not expect that. Yeah, don't make her say it twice. Be polite, Yuiga. I'm sure you know how to use polite language. You're a smart guy. Well, educated guy, I guess I should say. Because he can be dense sometimes. Must have respect for your seniors, that's very important. Even if she looks like a middle school girl or whatever to you. Very rude to think so, by the way. But yeah, 19, really. That's, I think that makes her the second oldest member of the harem in the show. I know she's not really a member yet, but I'm sure it's a matter of time. Okay, let's get back into it. A lost lamb. Well, sucks to be you. I guess she is pretty nice. What a good senior. You write in English on the board? Who could read such a thing? Magic building. I don't think it works that way. You just have to put in the work. Yeah. I mean, it's a mistake a decent amount of people make, I'm sure. I agree. I think she'd be more than happy to do that to you. Yes, please do. Saigusa Seminar? Why is the name Saigusa so familiar? I think Little Busters. I'm sure you'll meet her again. I'm sure. Are you lost? And who is she? Girl with a sign. Well, maybe you'll run into her again and she'll help you. Or run into them. Those are some big people. No thank you. I gotta get home. That's kind of hard to read. Well, I don't. Doesn't seem too bad where they took you so far. It is a straight up maid cafe. Uh, wow, they look great. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's safe to say. So is our new girl gonna be working here? She's cute. Wow, what a waste. Motainai, I think is the word for it. And is this our new girl in her maid outfit? Yes, it is. Wow, she's good at this. Well, that may have ruined his image of her. Well then, angry version of her is great too. uh, does there need to be a good reason? I can accept that. I can accept that. Although that's a good explanation too. I bet. I saw that little performance she gave for you a little bit ago. That was... She seems like an expert, or a pro. Yeah. Are they seriously calling her Anago? I guess it fits, but... How long have you been working here, exactly? Man, you really do look good in that. A studying maid. Do I have to? Oh, don't make a mess, dude. Oh, is something she doesn't want you to see? Wow. That's not very good at all. Uh, well, he can help you. He tutors people, that's what he does. But... well, maybe we could get you with Ogata. I I wasn't thinking that at all. I guess we're in tutor mode already. It's definitely gotta be a little bit embarrassing to be tutored by a Kohai, though. Well then, don't be so rude to him, though. What is that? What was that about? And he's back. Well, because you still need more tutoring. Was he dragged in here again? Yeah, it is good for him to be here, definitely. Pixie Maid. What is with that nickname? Pixie Seed. Pixie Maid. I still think it's better if he helps you, though. I mean, coming to a maid cafe to tutor the most popular maid there, I could not think of a better use of my time, honestly. Yes, you are. It's impressive. At 34 degrees Celsius, that's probably a lot. Ooh. Yeah, I was busy thinking about my maid cafe tutoring sessions. Who are you? Well, this should be interesting. Was that like her dad or something? Because they have similar-ish hair color. I don't think she wanted him to see her in that. Well, yeah, confirmed. Well, been a lot of coincidental meetings this episode, hasn't there? He's seen worse. Well, the lesson a lot of people learn the hard way. Explain why you are running around outside dressed like a maid, daughter of mine. That's not indecent. There are worse ways for a teenage daughter to be making money, trust me. Wow, is that really what you had to say? Uh, I don't know. She looks good in a maid outfit. Do I need another reason? Well, he's rolling with it. Of course he is. Well, there's clearly some complicated family circumstances here. She definitely seems to be in a similar position as the other girls. uh, she really is a perfect candidate to be tutored by Yuiga. How do you get yourself into these situations, Yuiga? Nice. Yeah, I think she might be starting to fall for him. He definitely is not, though. Oh, yeah. Man, she is short. I do like how most of her screen time has been in the maid outfit. Oh. I'm pretty sure she's joking, but, yeah. I would have called her bluff on that. You can't really headpat someone when you're half their size. But it's really cute to see you try. I would hope for it. I would love to kiss you. But I know the offer is not for me. I mean, it's not really for him either, but... I'm not even good enough for her to joke with. The sad thing. Man, she really does have some great outfits, doesn't she? Oh! Oh no, the rest of the harem found her. Wow. uh, she's going to kill you all. Her name is written as Ashumi in the subs, but I'm pretty sure it was just Asumi in the MyAnimeLIst page. So, I'm not sure what they call her, probably just Asumi. I see. Yeah. That is a little bit unexpected. I wouldn't count on it. Kind of the premise of the show. Well, not even a picometer. That's pretty bad. uh, just learn English, it won't kill you. Oh. Well then, if you insist. They are such a handful. Well, if Yuiga was struggling, they of course would too. Very familiar complaints. Of course. Makes sense. You seem to be so impressed by her. That's just my opinion, you know. uh, think Asumi might be getting her own harem here. Of course not. I do quite like the new girl. She definitely could be my new favorites. Well, that's unfortunate. What? And of course, we're better than the Kominami Clinic. Where we're all together in a room wet. I bet you are. Ooh. Good job, Rain. Very good job, Rain. Not his fault that your clothes got a little bit wet. It's not weird, it's fine. So yeah, nothing he hasn't seen before. No, it's relevant to the conversation. I'm sure it is. You could say that's benefactor. Just don't say any specifics to him. Remember how it went with Kirisu that one time? Oh, he said the B word. Oh, no. God might be dead again at this rate. Yuiga, I got something I want to ask you about. Come over here, please. Uh, ooh! Ow! It's pretty nice. He dresses up like a maid for me. I think it's a pretty good idea. Well, he technically didn't. He just followed up the lie. Please don't stab me again. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit suspicious. Glad she explained the situation so well. Well, she didn't say that. Wow, she's actually honest about that too. That's a little bit surprising. I had a feeling she'd follow it up by saying that, though. But I think there was some legitimacy to that. Well, she quite clearly does if she's that concerned about the subject. I love how it stopped the music partway through. That was great. That was so perfect. But she knows. Most of the girls actually weren't in the first like half of the episode, which is fine. We had to obviously introduce our new girl, Asame, who is pretty great, I would say. You know, if only she was in the show before episode 10, that would have been nice. Like, I'm pretty sure Elma, whatever her name was, from Maid Dragon, was in her show sooner than that. You know, I've heard a couple people say that the new girl, you know, Asumi, was their favorite. And if they actually told me that she was a maid, that she worked at a maid cafe, I would have understood why she was their favorite sooner. Because, yeah, that gives her a lot of bonus points for me, at least. I did not really expect her to be a legal lolly, though. That was a little bit unexpected. I didn't really realize how short she was from the bits I've seen of her. Like in pictures, like in the cover art. So, back at the cafe, just cleaning up. The last one was not a complete joke, just so you know. Well, I didn't have that problem. All of them. A nice follow-up question. Well, of course I'm gonna just impregnate them all. Remembers that belly episode. So what are you gonna write on it? Just scoot on over. Take that out of context. Told you. What are you writing? What did you write? I need to know. She is just messing with him again, though, I can tell. But still. She does really like him, I'm sure. Well, not the nicest thing I've ever seen written in ketchup by a maid, but also not the worst, probably. Why do you have a bucket on your head, Sensei? Why? Why? Okay. This button. So, that was the 10th episode of Bokutachi wa Benkyou ga Dekinai. And despite how much she's messing with him, I'm pretty sure she still does like him. but she is just being a silly maid. Anyway, this episode, well, Yuiga went to like a prep school, I think they called it. Basically, to help with his studies. Because why would you just have fun during your summer break? That's just silly. You gotta you gotta keep up. Gotta keep it on. When you want to succeed academically. I guess, especially when you're a tutor, you definitely have to keep on the ball. And when he went there, he met with a certain purple-haired girl, who, at first is like, oh, why is there a middle school girl here? Or wait, maybe she's in elementary school. I don't know, but she probably doesn't belong here. That's kind of what Yuiga was thinking, which was pretty rude because this girl is older than he is. She's actually 19, and actually has been here like more than he has. So yeah, she was not a big fan of misunderstanding at all. But she, even in spite of, him being very rude to her, she was still more than happy to help him out, being a good senpai and all, showing him her notes and all that good stuff. Because he's clearly not very experienced with this sort of thing, and is learning the hard way of how rough it can be. It's not a magical place where you just get smarter by sitting in the chair. So she's pretty cool, in that regard, that she was still willing to help him. So good for her. And then, he left and was gonna go home, but got a bit lost. And that's when a couple of scary guys came from behind him and kidnapped him. Well, sort of kidnapped him. They brought him to none other than a maid cafe. So, I mean, if we're gonna get kidnapped by a couple scary dudes, I can't think of a better place for them to take you, really. Because I couldn't tell what the building was when I first saw the outside of it. But then we started to see little bits of maid clothes, here and there. And then we actually saw the full-on maids themselves, welcoming somebody into their establishment. And at that point, I knew for sure that we were, in fact, in none other than a maid cafe. And seems like there's a pretty good selection of maids here. So I think this should be, regardless of whether or not he has to tutor in this place, he should still be a regular there because of just how wonderful the place clearly is. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, but not as soon as, a decent amount of seconds into this whole thing, it clicked in my head that we were going to see our new girl, Asumi, here. Because this whole situation felt a little bit ham-fisted, that he was suddenly just dragged into a maid cafe, and they wouldn't just do that for no good reason, so it clicked in my head that this would most likely be in the place where we would meet Asumi. Because what better way to add to a new character's appeal than to make her into a maid cafe maid? I can't think of a better way off the top of my head, so she then made her entrance, just sparkles and just looked pixie made Ashumi, as the subs say. And then just everything she did with her that entrance was just so great. Just even the whatever you call that thing. And the awkward silence when she realized who it was good too. And she was quite angry once all that settled down. But, she didn't really have much of a reason to be there aside from just, hey, the money's good, why not? So, not the deepest reason ever for having a job, but it just doesn't have to be, it's fine. She's the #1 most popular maid, and I understand why. I can definitely understand why. It doesn't surprise me in the least. Although there definitely got a lot of good maids there. I think she would be the best one, hands down. But, we learned a lot about her circumstances throughout the episode. She wants to get into medical school and be a doctor. She sucks at science and struggles with that. So I'll be already kind of feeling like a very similar type of character to the ones he's already tutoring in the same circumstances, rather. So she's a pretty perfect candidate to get his tutoring. So it only made sense that he would tutor her, and he did. So that's good. Let's see. He did meet her dad, though. That was a little bit awkward. As soon as he bumped into him, I was like, yeah, this guy is important, isn't he? And then after a little bit, I think it was after we saw her running towards them, it became clear that was probably her dad. So, yeah, he wasn't exactly the biggest fan of, of seeing his daughter running around in a maid outfit that in broad daylight. Was wondering what kind of weird thing she was up to. But it was nothing bad. It was just a maid cafe, you know. It could be much worse. Trust me, there could be much worse ways for your teenage daughter to make money on the streets. I assure you. I assure you. But that's when we, once he went back to their place, the clinic, their home/clinic, he found out about that there's a little bit of a conflict there between the father and daughter, but, he's had similar conversations with them that he has had with other people about the whole, you don't know if you can't unless you try, just do your best and hope for the best, and, I'm oversimplifying it, but that's basically the kind of conversation he has. And that's when she started to fall for him. And she joked around a lot about falling for him, for liking him, wanting to kiss him and all that, but she clearly does. She's clearly does. The best way to hide a tree is in the forest, after all. I think that applies here. I don't know. But the father definitely made some scary faces, and she really is short. I love when the rest of the harem found her, though. Especially Uruka. She seemed the most excited. Just, who is this girl? What middle school do you go to? How do you know Yuiga? All that good stuff. Just, I don't know. I liked the little scene when they met up with her. She wasn't a big fan of it, though. Not at all. But surely she has to be used to people thinking she's much younger than she actually is. It's gotta be a regular thing for her. Oh yeah, I didn't even pay attention to the mid card. Oh, well. It was at 14 minutes, 39 seconds. That's not really mid, but... Anyway, what did it say? Brother, do you... do you like maids? Maid cafe, high stage coupon. So, she just knows that her brother visits maid cafes now. Which, that's not too bad. But that may lead to her to buy a maid outfit, probably. And then they all decided to go to the summer seminar, whatever you called it, thing. And of course, they're all just doing horribly. I pretty much loved all their excuses when they ran over whining to Yuiga about the difficulties. I think Uriko is just probably my favorite. I think Japanese people should just take pride in Japanese alone and stick with it. Which, I don't really agree with that opinion. English is I think the most widely spoken language in the world, so you really open up a lot of doors for yourself if you learn English. Like, a lot more of the internet becomes accessible to you. So I do think English is very much worth learning if it's not your native language. But of course, it's my native language, so I'm a little bit biased on that, but that is still my opinion. So I think you should keep up with it, Urika. You won't regret it. I know it's difficult, but it's rewarding as well. Language learning in general, really. But English is probably unarguably the most valuable language to learn if you don't already know it, so just keep at it, Urika. That's my main point there. But because, Asami is such a good girl, she was more than happy to talk with the three of them and help them out and get them to have a bit of a better understanding of how best to handle, the situation, to make the best of it. And they all liked it. They're all starting to really like each other, which is great to see. It's kind of what I'm trying to say there. And it's weird how embarrassed she got. And then it rained, which basically meant we had to go seek shelter and actually had to be at her place. And a certain wet shirt made it possible for Yuiga to see that Urika not only bought the bra that he recommended, but is also wearing it. So, pretty exciting for both of them, I would imagine. Of course, they want to talk about it, but they can't really, without being really awkward. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention the boyfriend thing. Yeah, Asami's pretending to have Yuiga be her boyfriend, and then Furuhashi found out about that from the father, and she wasn't a big fan of that, but then she found out that it was just a lie, and got a little bit mad at Yuiga, but then Asami explained the situation that it was her fault, and that was cleared up. But she can clearly tell that Furuhashi likes him like that. Pretty obvious. And then the stinger was basically, Asami was with him in the maid cafe and gave him some food on the house and wrote, I can't remember exactly what it was. Let me go back to that. I love this little flashback of various moments with the other girls. Let's see. That smile on her face. Let's see. You damn womanizer was how it was translated. I don't think I could read catch-up Japanese, so I'm not even gonna try. But, yeah, not the best thing I've ever seen a maid draw. can catch up. Usually I would prefer something like Oni-chan, Ski. What else would be good? I like what I'm thinking off the top of my head, but the point is there are better things to write for sure than what he got, so. But if it's free, you can't really complain. It's kind of how it goes. But she really, as to me though, yeah, as the new character, I do quite like her. She's a fun character, very cute, works at a maid cafe, looks great in the maid outfit, and obviously is very skilled at being a maid in that maid cafe. So there's really nothing to not like about her, really. Just, I mean, she gets a little bit angry sometimes, but, you know, usually there's a good reason for it, you know? Like being called a middle school student when you're 19 years old. That would probably bother you a little bit, especially if it happens to you a lot. So, you know, by people that are younger than you, that would probably annoy you a little bit. So, I get it. I get it. So, at this point, it's a little bit early to say for sure, but I think she is definitely a strong contender for the best girl. I do think that's safe to say. But we'll need some more time with her to really make sure. But she did a pretty good performance in this episode. Yeah. I think that's all I really got to say on this episode. It was very good. Very good. We had a lot of good moments with our new girl. Especially when she was all the kidding moments of hers. You know, kidding, not kidding situations. But, you know, this is why you go out and do new things, like going to this prep school, because you never know who you'll meet, and your life will change forever. So, that's nice. That's nice. So, yeah, I don't know. That's it. That's pretty much it. That's all I got to say. I don't know why I'm still recording, so I'm going to stop recording now, so bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.